morning, TNT. Good morning to my Trinbago brothers and sisters. Good morning, good morning. Blessed day today. Blessed day. We get another day, boy. We get another day. God good, eh? God good, man. He gave you another day. And he had to give you. So like I always say your prayers and give thanks. Give thanks for another day. But also pray for your brother and sister. Pray for your brother and sister and give thanks for them. Give thanks for everybody. Anyway, I had something else I wanted to talk about, but something come up yesterday. I was trying not to do too much, because today I will try and keep it short. Today's my wife's birthday, so I had things to do today. I was busy yesterday. We went out for dinner and thing. So I tried to limit what I was doing. I leave my phone home. I turn off my phone and I leave it home. Because I with my family and all you know. So I'm going to keep all it too long. We go touch on a couple things. I mentioned Russia and nuclear weapon and thing. And I get some email from some people telling me America there donkey years and America in Trinidad forever and they was there since World War II. Well, that show me how real dotish them people is. Because partner in World War II, Trinidad was not a country. That was England. That was a British colony. Number one. Number two, England signed a 99-year lease with America for the military base in Trinidad. And when Trinidad become a republic, the first thing they do is throw them out. Number two. Now me is seeing plenty Americans stay there and live there. Me is seeing that. That happened, we know that. But them military, that is the difference. That is the difference. So, you know who you is. You know exactly who you is, Me I go call you out, me I go embarrass you. But partner, you's a real jackass. You will learn your history. So I suggest you pick up a history book and read. As for nuclear weapon, partner, there's something called a tactical nuclear missile. It's a very small nuclear weapon. As a matter of fact, during the Cold War, the Russians create nuclear-tipped bullets. Bullet they create. A tactical nuclear missile could fit in a suitcase. Partner, it could fit in a briefcase. It could fit in a small bomb and destroy a small area, not the whole country. So you have no idea what you're talking about. None. So before you want to chime in, understand the topic of the conversation and have an understanding of what is being talked about. Do your research. So I go say that is just ignorance and you and know. Go and learn. I suggest you go and learn. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. I tell all you about that Russian missile. Well, Russia come out yesterday and talk about that. Now, let me touch on that a little bit. I may go into too much detail. I gave all plenty yesterday. It's called the Broveshnik or something like that. Hypersonic missile. Nuclear power. Could fly for a very, very, very long time, almost indefinite. And it's not only just a nuclear bomb, it's a neutron bomb. Partner, that is worse. When that thing explodes, it will release atoms and neutrinos that will fly at light speed. It's blowing up no building. All the building, everything left standing. Everything living go dead. You could hide behind a lead room padded with brick and concrete and metal. It going right through, and it going through you, and it will irradiate you and kill you right on the spot. That. Now let me talk about the next problem that Russia released yesterday. In 2018, Russia created a bomb called the Poseidon. A Poseidon nuclear missile. This is an underwater drone missile, underwater. They give little bits and pieces here and there. At the time, this is what was known. The speed could be up to 100 knots. That is what they thought. 100 knots are just about 115 miles an hour underwater. It could also travel so slow that it cannot be detected by radar. You can't see it, you can't detect it, and it could, I think it could skim the ocean bottom over a kilometer deep and skim it. They can't see it. They can't hear it. Submarines can't hear it. Why? Because the sound coming out of the propulsion system will mimic that of a small boat. They can't distinguish it. It could be there for months and months and months, going at what they call super slow speed, just barely creeping and moving around. And you never know. It could carry up to 100 megatons nuclear payload. This was designed to be exploded underwater. Couple scenarios. One, on the collection of a huge amount of ships and things, right underneath and explode. But the most likely scenario, and this is what Russia say. Hold on. It will be detonated just off the coast, just off the coastline. It will produce a wave from 200 to 500 meters tall, a typhoon of radioactive water coming into the country. And they also say it could be, when them say it could be, partner, it is. Well, let's say it's a possibility. It's something called a salted nuclear weapon, which means they add cobalt, and when it explodes, it turns into cobalt-60. And everywhere that go, that land, everything there is uninhabitable for centuries. Nothing living. Nothing. Everything gone. Everywhere that water go, everything dead. The whole area go be devastated. And that amount of water, when that bomb go off, it will vaporize a massive amount of water, and a lot of water getting thrown right up in the air and coming down as rain. Radioactive rain. They show Russia show an animation of what will happen if they let that off the coast of England. All England gone. All of it had gone. Nothing there. Everything dead. Everybody dead. And that land will never be inhabited again. As a matter of fact, the wave covered the whole country. 500-meter tall wave. 500-meter tall typhoon flooding right into England. And that's what they show, England. And them just bring that up. As them done finish talking about, they are now in the war with Venezuela and United States. They are now involved. They just finished talking about that deal that they had, that treaty they had with the United States for nuclear testing. No nuclear testing until 2026. They want to re-sign a new deal and extend it for a year. Mr. Trump saying no. The U.S. military come out and say that they have some news that they are releasing in 2026 that will change the entire world. They have some leak reports. The leak reports say there will be all these countries will now be effectively part of the United States. And all of those countries just so happen to be what will be considered now part of the British Commonwealth. Among others, and they will bring in the military judges. They're going to hold military court proceedings, which means that trial is an hour. And they will be looking for politicians and judges in all of these countries. And they will be tried for corruption and punished for corruption. What they see as corruption. United States just showed that they have officially said they have 10,000 troops there, and they send in more. They also send in more boats because now they see what Russia have there. So they have a plane flying around, and that plane is designed just to find submarine. Now them see Russia have no submarine there. Russia say they have it there, but them has seen what kind of submarine they have there. And then Russia come out yesterday and talk about the Breveshnik or whatever that missile and the Poseidon. And when they talk about the Poseidon, they see since we created it in 2018, we have vastly improved and modified it. And they are not releasing what they have done. But what they did release is the speed and the possible payload. The speed is 200 kilometers an hour underwater, which means, partner, it had nothing that could stop it. The payload, they say, could exceed 100 megatons. That is bigger than Hiroshima. By far, partner, it's not even close. That go make Hiroshima and Nagasaki look like a firecracker. And it will be a salted bomb, a salted nuclear missile. And then they told United States, if all you do any nuclear testing, we will launch a nuclear missile. That is what happened yesterday. And that is why Miss Kamala hiding. Because part of that announcement by the U.S. military yesterday, I guarantee all you, Trinidad and Tobago will be one of those territories that will be owned and be part of what they call the United States Federation. That is what comes. And how they're going to enforce it and control the population with the same thing Ms. Kamala and the government of Trinidad and Tobago pushing for the last year. Digitalization. Digital ID. That is how. And how they going to police that? Artificial intelligence. That is how. And that will tell you why they purposely collapsing the whole economy. Because in order to introduce a new financial system, you must get rid of the old. You must. And in order to control the governments and control the population of the country, you need to change the ruling party and the government. You need to establish your law. Genghis Khan, the Greeks, the Romans, the Chinese, you partner, you pick one, them all do the same thing. All of them. They change. They take over the country, they implement their government, they change the financial system, and they implement their own. That is how it's been done since the beginning of blasted time. I tell all you, the game don't change as the players. But with the invention, or with the new digital system, if you don't play ball, them could cut you off from everything. You can't go to hospital. If you rent in a place, partner, they could cut you off from your own place. You can't even go inside your house. China doing that now. Don't care them doing that. People living on the street because they can't rent an apartment. They can't get nothing because of the social credit system. That's a digital ID. China have more camera there than anywhere else, but you can't go anywhere in China without them identifying you. China using that same thing for years. Years them using it. But the US go rebox it and say, nah, it's not the same thing, it's the exact same thing. On a worldwide scale. That is what they do. They don't control your bank. They go control your passport. Everything. Everything. There's even more things that come out. That song science fiction. For example, AI will automatically scroll your phone, your text message, your posts, who you're visiting, your friends, everything. It will know everything about your partner. And if they suspect there's a possibility that you may commit a crime, they charge you and arrest you one time. You will do nothing, but they suspect there's a possibility. They will arrest you and charge you. That's another part. Tell her, this man dangerous. All of them is madman. All you feel Maduro is a madman? Oh, good partner. Putin worse. All you feel Donald Trump is the savior? That man is a devil himself too, you know. And all I'm talking about is this blasted dragon pipeline thing. Really? Mr. Munilal don't even know what in the blasted contract because you open him out and say the contract in Spanish. But he say now we get a great deal for Trinidad and we got a great deal, man. Because the former prime minister, he can't be involved and this one can't be involved. And when they ask him about it, he can't say nothing because it's in Spanish and he ain't know. So, what you negotiate then? What you negotiate? You don't even know what's in that blasted contract. I tell all you is a story they giving all you, because no matter what them say, they cannot do a damn thing because Venezuela control it. And Venezuela say they are officially at war with Trinidad and Tobago. They are making no blasted deal. And them have a deal already, OPEC plus with Russia. And Russia have an interest in that oil. China have an interest in that oil. And India have an interest in that oil. So how United States could come in and make a deal? Unless them planning to take the country. And if them feel they go just walk in there so and take it, partner, this could turn into next Vietnam. But more dangerous. Because now all you're playing a game that have worldwide consequence. And the government of Trinidad and Tobago, Miss Kamala Prasad Bisesa, you wicked evil woman. You change corruption bill and thing to lower the statute of limitation for corruption just to get off your partner Munilal and all of them. David Lee, they rearrest him because he import a Mercedes under his name to save his partner from paying tax and thing on it. That's easy to figure out, you know. Go to your house and see if the car there. Easy. And if that is what I'm going there for, and you know, small money, you know, $1.4 million. So he rich partner had to pay no tax and thing. Partner is corruption. Me give us $5 and the same Kamala say if they get fined for corruption, bust their head. Miss thing. Like I tell Alexander, make your words sweet, you know. Make it tasty, madam. Tasty, tasty. Because I promise you, darling, I promise you, I go hand you a spoon just now. I promise you that. Like I said yesterday, you don't give one damn about the people of the country. I look on my phone today, I see people killing them. I see my brother and sister getting killed in my country. A 73-year-old man in Arima gets stabbed to death in Arima. People getting killed all over the blasted country, and that is just yesterday. But I sit down here, I almost cry. My brother and sister dying in that country because of people like all you. And all you want to point the finger. Venezuela do it, this one do it. No, madam, you do it. PNM do it. All you do it. Because you start the groundwork. You pass the bills. You open the loophole for PNM. And now you want to go after them for corruption when you the most corrupt prime minister in Trinidad history. And you have Pandit, descendant talking. And he freaking grandfather or father thief more than anybody in the blasted country. That one? Jeez and ages. Way, boy. Way. Hold on, Hold on a second there. I just see bread man passing there, so I tell her let's pass every day. And all that shit you do, you expect we to believe you had the best interest of the country at heart? Well, madam, I want to see your bank account. Is we dollars paying you? Let me see where my money going. I want to see. I want to see what companies invest in your platform. What companies invest when you was out there talking and running. I want to see who put money in your bank account. You see, all you're smart. All you make it so expensive to run for prime minister or any kind of political office that the average man in your country, the average person in your country, can't afford to do it. So all you keep all your circles small. So people like me can run and call you out for the criminal you is. People like me can't put you in your place. Because if I was there, madam, you would be behind bars right now. You and the PNM. But like my mother used to say, God don't sleep. God don't sleep. You see what's going on. But he go take his time. And when he ready, his cut ass. Wait and see. I tell you all you go come out. And all you're going to find out next year that Trinidad and Tobago, if not before, will be part of the United States, along with Grenada and others. Watch and see. So when Miss Kamla and Mooney Lal and all of them went there, they went there with their hands swinging, and they leave with their belly and their pocket full. And in return, they sell Trinidad and Tobago. Another country gone, and that is Canada. Them gone too. Watch and find out next year. Watch and see. So for all you think, all you know what going on, if all you want to believe the lie and think they feeling all you, they have all your baby. All your real bazuri. They have all your real bazuri. All you know what going on. Don't listen to them. They lying to all you. Lying. The biggest criminal in Trinidad and Tobago is the blasted government. And Miss Ting, you go get yours. Because if you feel Mr. Donald Trump and the United States have any loyalty to you, think again, Miss Ting. Think again. And you deserve everything you get. Every blasted bit of it. I hurting here watching my brother and sister getting killed in Trinidad. Here. You there. And you don't give a damn. You go look and give you crocodile tears and thing and feel like, oh, this is bad on Trinidad, and look at the crime and look at it. People that have no blasted food. People that have no money. They can't afford to live. What you want them to do? They may have big bank account like you know. They may have big house and gated community, private security, Alsatian in the yard. No, they're not like you. They are like Mooney Lal. Them is honest, hard-working people. Them get up every day and bust their ass. They work a job and they make their money and they go home and take care of their family. Them are thief like all you. Them are thief like Mr. Mooney Lal. Corruption and thieving and embezzlement and laundering. All of that to make yourself wealthy and rich. And then you come along and create laws so they can't charge him now because his statute of limitation gone. Convenient. Convenient. All you know one blasted thing about the average man and woman in Trinidad and Tobago. Because none all you ever work a hard job in one day of your blasted life. All you know what I'm going through. Miss Ting, you never wash a dish pulling water from a well and think to have to wash dishes and thing. You never do that. You never know it's like that to walk to work because you can't afford to take a maxi. You have to walk. You ain't know about that. You ain't know what your shoe bust up. You have to take some glue and glue it back and use it. You ain't know about that. You ain't know them thing. You ain't know it's like going to a grocery and you have this much money, you see. That is all I could afford. How I stretch in this thing. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry how much children go to school hungry because they have no food. You have to worry how much old people they're starving and think they can't pay the bill, they can't pay light bill, they can't pay water bill. Them living there so in the dark. But to tell you, you don't care how much of them young man and thing. They have a choice but to do what they doing. You don't care. It's not you. Now, you know what, Miss Thing? I think I speaking for all Trini. You could kiss my proud Trinidadian ass. You go get. And I promise you, Mr. Trump and them ain't go be nowhere to help you. You's a Hindu. You believe in karma. Well, Miss Thing karma go come for your ass. You and Munila. Run. Hide. Karma go find all you now. There's nowhere to hide from that. And like I see, God do sleep. This will follow you for the rest of your life. And Miss Thing, I hope you have a long life. I pray you live to be 100 years old. Because it's only you go have to deal with this. You just destroy your children and your grandchildren future. You do that. You do that. And you sell out we country for a kiss me ass dollar. While we people dying in the blasted street. Well, my brother and sister dying in the street. You full in your belly and fetting and thing. And hiding like the blasted coward you is. Hide, Miss Thing, hide. And paying them and no kiss me ass better. Because all of them shut in the blasted mouth. And all are you responsible. All are you. Anyway, I go cut this there. But like I say, every morning I open my eye. I praying for my brother and sister in Trinidad and Tobago. And all my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean and around this world. And I love my family. I love my family too bad. I love my brother and sister in Trinidad and all through the Caribbean. I love all of them. All of his family, dread, all of his family. Pray for your brother and sister. Love your brother and sister. Love them as you love yourself. Love them as you love yourself. And remember, together we aspire, partner. Together we aspire. Together we achieve. Together. God bless all you. God keep all you safe. God guide all you. God bring all you together. Stop fighting each other. And God save Trinidad and Tobago. God bring back Trinidad and Tobago. And God bless Trinidad and Tobago. Take it easy, Chad.